Hello everyone. Have you ever thought that the way you think actually determines the direction of your life? In this new year, why not inject some new energy into your mindset and bring about a new direction for yourself? Today, I want to take you on a journey where you will come to understand the power of your own thinking and experience how a positive mindset can completely transform your life. In everyone's life, there are ups and downs. Sometimes we choose to give up, thinking that maybe our fate is just like this. But is that really true? Is our destiny really predetermined? The book The Power of Positive Thinking teaches us that it is our way of thinking that truly writes our destiny. Positive thinking is not magic. It is a habit, a mindset that will gradually change your heart and your thoughts. When you think to yourself, I can do it, a kind of strength arises within you, motivating you to keep moving forward. This is the power of positive thinking. In this book, the author Norman Vincent Peale explains how our thoughts influence our actions. If we fill our minds with positive thoughts, then no difficulty can defeat us. Whether it's your work, your relationships, or your dreams, anything is possible, as long as you move forward with the right mindset. Let's make a commitment together this year to change the way we think. We need to eliminate negative emotions from our hearts and replace them with a positive attitude. Remember, when your thinking changes, your perspective changes as well. And when your perspective changes, your life will change too. Friends, the power of positive thinking is not just a book, it's a path that guides your life in a new direction. When you truly understand it, you'll discover that you possess the power within to turn the impossible into possible. So, if you also want a brand new start in your life, make sure to watch this video until the end. I will share with you the secrets that can completely change your life. Let's make this year a year that brings us closer to our dreams together, because only when your mindset changes will your life change as well. Chapter 1. Believe in yourself. Did you know? There is a magical element in your life if you possess it. Both your happiness and success can be elevated. This magical thing is confidence, or self-confidence. If a person does not have firm belief in themselves and lacks confidence in their abilities, they will never be able to achieve true success in life. Confidence is the key that allows you to truly express yourself. Without confidence, you will never truly know who you are, nor will you understand what you want to get out of life. Maybe you currently lack confidence, but the good news is that confidence can be learned and developed. Many times, our feelings of inferiority deeply affect our self-confidence. For example, some people always live in the shadow of their older siblings. Suppose your brother or sister has always excelled academically, consistently getting high scores, while you are just an average student. In this situation, your parents are always comparing you to them. Every time you get criticized and scolded, always hearing things like, "Look at how outstanding they are, why can't you be like that?" At first, you might not think much of it, but gradually, this plants the seed of inferiority in your heart. You start to feel that you're not as good as they are, believing that you'll never be able to become like them. But have you ever thought that, compared to good grades at school, the scores you get in real life are actually more important? There are many great and successful people in the world who were just ordinary students, or even failing students when they were in school. School grades do not determine your success. Your mindset, your attitude, and your confidence in yourself are the real scores in life. If you didn't learn these things when you were young, you might be plagued by self-doubt and a lack of confidence as you grow up. The only way to avoid this is to cultivate your own self-confidence. Stop negative self-talk and immediately break the habit of speaking negatively to yourself. This is your greatest enemy. Focus on your strengths. Every day, discover and appreciate your own good qualities, and speak positive words to yourself. Every morning, tell yourself, "I am capable, I can do anything." Establish a new self-image. If you have a weak image of yourself in your mind, change it. See yourself as a strong and confident person. Don't let fear control you. Remember, your attitude is more powerful than any problem. When you look at life with a positive attitude, no problem will seem too big. But if your mindset is negative, even the smallest difficulties can shake you. Self-confidence doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you believe you can handle any challenge. So starting today, let this magical power take root in your heart. Overcome your fears, accept yourself, and embark on a new beginning. When you start to believe in yourself, the world will start to believe in you too. Remember, you possess unlimited power within, and you can achieve anything you desire. All you need to do is start believing in yourself. Chapter 2. A calm mind inspires strength. A calm mind is a source of strength. It gives us the ability to face any difficulty. Everyone dreams of a stress-free and peaceful life, but the truth is, to attain this peace, we must change our efforts and habits. To bring more peace and fulfillment into our lives, we need to improve our mindset and daily habits. The first step is to cultivate a positive and calm attitude. If you want your mind to be completely calm and steady, make it a habit to clear your mind thoroughly at least twice a day. Try to gradually eliminate your fears, insecurities, and negative thoughts. When you do this, you will feel a deep sense of peace and tranquility from within. Now the question is, how do you fill this empty mind? The answer is to fill it with positive thoughts. Be grateful for everything in your life that helps you move forward. Imagine yourself living a healthy, happy, and creative life. See yourself as a strong, capable, and confident person. As you do this, your mind will gradually move away from negativity and slowly be filled with positive thoughts. Gradually, this habit will become a part of your life. One day, there will no longer be any room for negative thoughts in your life. From then on, every day and every moment, you will feel a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. If you find this method a bit difficult, you can practice silent therapy. Set aside 15 minutes each day and find a quiet place to sit down. During this time, don't look at your phone or read a book, just sit quietly and observe your thoughts and emotions. Silence itself is a healing process. It will make you stronger from within. Norman Vincent Peale and two of his friends were once having breakfast at a hotel. During breakfast, they started discussing how they had slept the previous night. One friend, Andy, said he hadn't slept well. He mentioned that he had watched the news before going to bed, which filled him with fear and negative emotions, so he tossed and turned all night and had trouble falling asleep. Another friend, known as Buddy, said he slept very well. He also listened to the news on the radio before bed, but his approach was different. Buddy said he followed a secret routine, which he had learned from his father. His secret was prayer. Every night before bed, Buddy and his family would pray together. Through prayer, Buddy felt calm and safe, and he felt as carefree as a child. That's why Buddy was able to get a good night's sleep every night. Buddy's story shows us that if we want inner peace, we shouldn't let everyday worries fill our minds. Before going to sleep, be grateful for the good moments in your day. Let go of your fears and worries, and focus only on the things that make you happy. Having a calm mind and a positive attitude will not only help you sleep better, but also allow you to enjoy a happy and peaceful life. Try applying the advice from this chapter to your own life. You will gradually notice that your mindset is changing, your heart is becoming calmer, and the negative emotions in your life are being replaced by positive energy. Remember, true strength comes from inner peace and resilience. Start working towards it from today. Set aside a little time each day to clear your mind and let your heart settle. This is the first step toward a genuine and happy life. Chapter: How to maintain lasting energy. Many times, we forget just how powerful our brains are. When we constantly think about how tired we are, our bodies respond accordingly. In fact, it's our way of thinking that intensifies our sense of fatigue. Even if we haven't put in much effort, if we want to have an endless source of energy, the first thing we need to do is take good care of our bodies. This means we need to eat healthy foods, exercise every day, get enough sleep, and avoid unhealthy habits like smoking, drinking, or overeating. When we pay attention to these things, even after a full day of work, we'll still feel refreshed and energized. The second important way to boost your energy is to have a balanced emotional life. When our body, mind, and spirit work together in harmony, we feel stronger and more positive. Our emotional state directly affects our physical energy, and our emotional state is entirely determined by our mental state. There was a businessman named Sam who got himself into big trouble. He had an improper relationship with a married woman, which now makes him feel extremely guilty. He wants to end the relationship, but the woman is unwilling. She threatened Sam, saying that if he ended the relationship, she would tell her husband everything. Sam was extremely worried about his public image. He didn't want to feel ashamed in front of his family because of this mistake. Because of this fear and pressure, Sam's condition kept getting worse. He was under so much stress that he couldn't sleep at night. In order to get rid of this problem, he sought help from a psychotherapist. He told the therapist that he needed some medication to help him sleep at night. But these medications didn't have any noticeable effect either. His insomnia got worse day by day. He suffered from this condition for 2 or 3 months. This problem had a negative impact on every aspect of his life. Eventually, his therapist suggested that he see the famous writer Norman Vincent Peale. At first, Sam didn't believe it. He thought to himself, if even medication can't help, how could a writer possibly help me? But a few days later, Sam still went to see Norman. He told his whole story. After listening carefully, Norman said, "How could you possibly sleep? There are 2 other guests sleeping in your bed with you." Sam said in surprise, "But I'm clearly sleeping alone." Norman smiled and said, "You do have guests sleeping with you, fear and guilt." Sam had always regretted his mistakes and was constantly afraid of being ridiculed. Norman told Sam that the first thing he needed to do was to admit his mistakes and let his heart feel at ease. Norman suggested that he ask God for forgiveness for his mistakes and promise not to repeat them. Sam did as Norman advised. Within a few days, Sam's life began to change. Now he could sleep soundly at night and felt more energetic during the day than before. As discussed at the beginning of this chapter, if we take good care of our bodies, minds, and spirits, we can remain energetic for a long time. We need to understand that our thoughts and emotions are just as important. We should eat healthy food, exercise regularly, get enough sleep, and maintain emotional balance. This is the secret to staying refreshed and full of energy every day. Chapter 4: Experiencing the Power of Prayer. Some people believe that if they have physical problems, it means there is something wrong with their bodies. But they often forget that mental and spiritual health are just as important. We should understand that in order to be physically healthy, peace of mind and spirit are equally essential. Nowadays, even health experts believe in the power of prayer during the treatment process. When a person is going through serious problems, their mind and soul are also affected. In such situations, if you truly want to stay healthy, you must strengthen your mental and spiritual well-being. Just as releasing all the energy in the world requires scientific methods, prayer also generates a unique positive energy within us. This energy not only makes you mentally stronger, but also helps you prevent physical illnesses and premature aging. The true purpose of prayer is to open our hearts and souls, allowing us to feel that divine power, the greatest force in this world. When we connect with this power, an infinite energy surges within us, giving us the courage to face any difficulty. Many years ago, there was a man named Bill in New York who started a small company. He had only 1 employee, and the workplace was so tiny that no one could have imagined the business would ever grow big. But in just a few years, through his own hard work, positive attitude, and the power of prayer, Bill turned this small company into a large enterprise. Whenever someone asked him the secret to his success, he always replied, hard work, a positive attitude, and prayer. Bill believed that the real reason for his success was not just his own effort or creativity, but more importantly, the power of prayer. He shared a simple yet impactful formula, which was also the foundation of his success. Pray, imagine, achieve, pray. A connection with God. Whenever Bill encountered a problem, he would always share it with God first. In his view, prayer meant entrusting his wishes and worries to God. He firmly believed that there was a supernatural power that would help him. This faith allowed him to remain calm and focused at all times. Imagine your dreams. Whenever his problems were resolved or he had new desires, he would imagine them. This means building a picture in your mind of what you want. You can write it down on paper or create a visual image, and then look at this picture every day to motivate yourself to achieve that dream. When you create a clear image of something in your mind, your attention becomes completely focused in that direction. Gradually, through your efforts and a bit of luck, you will turn your dreams into reality. Achieve your dreams and make them come true. Bill says that after imagining, you should see your dream becoming a reality. When you follow this process over and over again, your subconscious will start to treat it as reality. It is this very process that makes your dreams come true. If you also adopt this formula of praying, imagining, and achieving, not only can you make your dreams come true, but you can also gain better mental, physical, and spiritual health. This method can be easily integrated into your daily life. The greatest power of this approach lies in its ability to give you the courage to face all the difficulties in life. In this way, you can not only find solutions to your own problems, but also live a happy and balanced life. So, will you also use the power of prayer in your own life? Remember, when we are connected with God, our strength is multiplied. It's not just hard work, and a positive attitude. Prayer can also become an important part of your success story. So from today on, use the power of prayer to set your life on a new path. Chapter 5. How to create your own happiness. It's strange, isn't it? People are always looking for their own happiness in relationships with others or in external things. But the truth is, real happiness can only be attained when we feel joy within ourselves, because that is the real truth. If we can't make ourselves happy, then all the wealth and fame in the world won't be able to put a smile on our faces. In fact, staying happy isn't that difficult. Decide every morning when you wake up that you are going to spend the day happily. You'll find that even a small decision like this can completely change your entire day. On the other hand, if you always expect to be unhappy, then no matter how many good things happen, you still won't feel happy. The meaning is clear. Whether you are happy or sad is entirely up to your own choice. Of course, sometimes circumstances really are beyond our control. There are many things in life that can make us feel sad. But the fact is, some people feel unhappy simply because of their own thoughts or attitudes, even when there isn't any particular reason. Now, let's talk about a person named H.C. Matt, who is known for his optimistic and cheerful personality. He loves to travel and often goes on trips with his wife, Mary Matt. Whenever they travel, they always carry a special card with them. This card is the secret to their happiness. Their joy is so infectious that anyone who meets this couple is touched by their positive energy. You might be curious what exactly is written on this card. It says, "If you want to be happy, let go of worries and troubles, live a simple life. Always give more than you receive, think less about yourself, and care more for others. If you want to be happy, let go of hatred and worries. Learn to live simply. Try to give others more than you receive. Think less about yourself, and care more for others." Now, you can try applying the information on this card to your own life. At first, you might feel that these words are a bit cliched or old-fashioned, but if you try to stick with them for a week or two, you'll personally experience just how much your life can change. Although these ideas may seem simple, they are also very powerful. When you change your way of thinking, your perspective on the world will change as well. Once you feel happiness from within, you'll find joy everywhere around you. Attaining inner happiness, that is, joy from the heart, is truly like a miracle. When you have it, It feels as if you've entered a whole new world. Although you're still living in the same world, you have already become a better version of yourself. So now the question is, are you satisfied and happy with yourself? If your answer is no, then now is the time to change your mindset, adopt a positive attitude, and fill your life with happiness. Happiness is in your own hands. Start today. Start right now. Chapter 6. Stop living with a victim mentality. Perhaps in the previous chapter, you already read about the steps that can help you gain more energy. But have you ever wondered why we lose energy so quickly? First, we need to slow down the pace of our lives a little. In modern lifestyles, we are not really living, we are running. Think about it. Are you also eating in a hurry, walking in a hurry, driving in a hurry? Because each of us is chasing after something. And in this race for achievement, we are losing our inner peace and happiness. Nowadays, this fast-paced lifestyle is having a profound impact on our mental well-being and health. Stress, anger, and inner restlessness have already become a part of our lives. But is a life like this really worth living? The answer is no. The first and simplest solution is to control the pace of your own life. Quiet the clutter in your mind and strive to live a natural, ordinary life. Prioritize your mental and emotional health and reduce anger. There is a simple exercise that can help you control your anger. Sit in a chair and let your body and mind completely relax, like a calm and deep lake. Then, spend a minute recalling an image that makes you feel truly wonderful and relaxed. This image will bring a sense of peace to your heart. Listen to the tranquility within you and feel what it is trying to tell you. This exercise will bring you a deep sense of calm. If you keep practicing regularly, you will find that your anger gradually decreases. Let's understand this through a story. Once, a businessman who often lost his temper over trivial matters went to see a doctor. This man was extremely busy, even bringing his office work home. He worked late into the night before going to bed. The doctor asked him, "Why do you do all this by yourself? Why don't you let others help you?" Hearing this question, the businessman immediately became angry and said, "No one can do my work as quickly and as well as I can. My company depends entirely on me." The doctor gave him a strange prescription. Every day, take 2 hours off from work to rest and visit a cemetery once a week. The businessman asked in surprise, "Why go to the cemetery?" The doctor explained, "Go there and look at the tombstones of those who are no longer in this world. These people once also thought that without them, the world couldn't function. But now, even though they're gone, everything still goes on as usual." After hearing this, the businessman finally understood that even without him, the world would keep turning. He changed his lifestyle and began to live with a more relaxed attitude. His temper improved, and his work became more productive than before. We always think that running ourselves ragged will bring us a lot, but in reality, it takes away our health and inner peace. Competition and constant comparison with others make us fragile and anxious inside. Although not all problems can be solved, we can try to slow down the pace of life and live a calmer and happier life. The true secret of life is calmness, patience, and inner peace. So let's start today by striving to keep our lives in balance, slow down our hectic pace, and enjoy a happy life. The core message of this book is clear. In life, inner peace is more important than speed. A life filled with anger and stress not only harms your mental and physical health, but also distances you from the happiness you've been striving for. Always remember, busyness and anger drain your energy. If you truly want to live a calm and happy life, you need to manage the pace of your life, control your anger, and make inner peace your top priority. This book teaches us that the true joy of life lies in those small moments of happiness, deep tranquility, and inner balance. So pause for a moment, reflect, and choose to live the right way. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to the Bookpedia Insider channel. Every week, we bring you inspiring and interesting book series like this. Your feedback is very important to us, so please let us know what you think of this video in the comments section. See you in our next video, where we'll bring you another wonderful book summary. Until then, stay calm, stay happy, and keep learning. Thank you, everyone.